Alright, no time to explain, gang. Welcome back. KingXeph here, back with another video for you guys. Happy Tuesday of 2024. I hope you guys are enjoying so far the second week of the year. It's been kind of wild, considering back how last week kind of went, especially with news and a bunch of other things. But regardless, we're going to be doing a couple unboxings to, well, this month, not today. We'll be doing one today. We're going to actually open up a product that I kind of reluctantly have never opened. I see it all the time. I go into like Target, Walmart, or any card shop and everything, and just never had the gall to buy it, but I was able to get my hands on a display for relatively cheap, so I figured I'd get purchase it and crack it open, because this is also going to go towards a project of mine, since I decided this year that I'm going to build a binder of specialty what are they called? Luxury rarities. Is that how they call them in Konami now? Basically anything that's like above a secret rare in Yu-Gi-Oh! So like, you know, quarter century secret rares, starlights, gold rares, that type of stuff. So I'm going to be starting a binder of pretty much mostly all luxury rares. So this will kind of help build that out outside of whatever I've collected from legendary, from rarity collection last year and all that other stuff. So we're going to actually open up a display, and sorry, the light's blinding, of Maximum Gold El Dorado. This is the second Maximum Gold set that they made. They've had some premium golds and a couple other gold rare series collections that they've made in the past, but this one is actually the first one for this is the first one that well, this is the second one that they've made. So they had Maximum Gold, and now this is Maximum Gold El Dorado. I believe the first Maximum Gold set had like the Ghost Sister reprints in gold rare and a couple OG cards and OG card arts. I know this one has the alternate art, IP Masquerena, Nightmare, Nightmare Unicorn, as well as Outledge, and I believe like Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and Dark Magician and alt arts. Well, the Dark Magician is, what is it? The LOB art. And I think so is Blue Eyes, and Red Eyes is just complete alternate art in its entirety. So we'll see how that goes. I believe it should be 5 boxes inside of them with 3 packs apiece. And each pack, I believe, has 2 gold rares in each pack. So we'll see what we pull out of here. For the most part, for those that are into collecting and want to crack things open, the cards themselves in this set are relatively inexpensive. They're not really that, they don't cost a lot of money. So if you just want to get the gold rares for your own personal stuff, I would recommend just buying the singles. But I believe I bought this display for 50 bucks, I think it is. And ironically, like each individual box you can still find in like your Targets and stuff for like $30 a piece. So getting 5 of those for the price of less than 2 was a pretty big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and crack it open and stop bantering a little bit. So, but before we do that, if you like content like this or new to the channel, welcome. We would love you guys to subscribe and join us for any new future videos. I do have a lot of OCG openings coming up this coming week. I believe I got a package from Japan coming in for the next couple days. That'll have the Phantom Nightmare, as well as the annual 25th anniversary Duelist box. Well, that was not annual, but every year Konami in Japan releases a box. So that'll have that in there. Maze of Millennia comes out next week, and then the starter, the 2-player starter kit, which we'll go over that, followed by Phantom Nightmare, which will be the next set after that. And I think there's one more small thing coming out in between. So we'll get all of those things open on the channel. So if you're looking forward to those type of things and seeing what we pull out of those and what cards those sets have, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, or give us a dislike if you hate us. That's fine too. But any type of engagement, as well as having you guys join us, would be wonderful, and we'll keep on trucking. So let's get this thing opening. So unfortunately, this box is so big, it is bigger than my desk, so it's not going to fit in the camera frame. So I'm just going to start cracking this thing open and hope to God I don't knock my camera over. I've already done that, I think, once. And I don't even know a good angle to slice this thing at without knocking stuff over. So we're just going to do our best and see what we can do. Fortunately, there is a group indentation, so we can easily tear this thing apart. Okay, there's that. There's, get all the plastic cellophane off. And then one display. I can't remember what year this set came out of. It's at least, I believe, 2 or 3 years old. It's not new. Like, this set is relatively old. And then, of course, we have the 5 individual, as I move it out of the camera frame, the 5 individual boxes, which are all individually wrapped as well, because generally if you would go to, like, you know, card shop or anything like that, you would see it wrapped in these cellophane boxes. Let's see, you know what, we'll just go ahead and crack one open. We'll just crack one up, open at a time, and all the other fun stuff. And let me close this knife, because of course these things are relatively, now these ones are the ones that are tightly fitted on here, so now I gotta actually do a little bit of work to crack it open. Hopefully I don't have to go full-fledged beast mode on here and knock everything off of my desk and just trying to tear out some plastic. It's like great cellophane plastic, but you made it out of like Gorilla Glue. Jesus, come on, come on. Oh, sorry, pot of extravagance. It fell right on the pot of extravagance. All right, we got the first one open. Hopefully that didn't take forever. Now this should just lift up, and then boom. 2 7-card packs. Is there only 2 packs per box, or is this, or is it 3? I thought it was 3. No, I take that back. Nope. Each box will include 4 Maximum Gold El Dorado packs. Sorry, controlling the camera. 4 El Dorado packs, 7 cards each, 2 premium golds, and 5 gold letter rares. So yeah, so there's actually 4 packs per box. I was mistaken. Thought it was 3. But 4 is better. They have nice presentation, but it's just a lot of wasted space because it's just one giant cardboard box. Alrighty. So let's get these things cracked open. Let's start with the first one, shall we? First seal of that. It says I have an infatuation with gold. Let's go ahead and flip that over. Ooh. Now this is weird because, like they said, they're gold lettered rares. So these cards, the gold lettering will make it appear like it's an ultra, but it's not an ultra. So it just literally is a rare, but instead of silver lettering is gold. So that is a little odd. But first card is a Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss, a card that I could use for my Crimson King deck. Just have a slightly higher rarity instead of a common. So that'd be pretty nice. Firewall Dragon, the original one, followed by our first gold rare, which is the Gold Sarcophagus, which is actually quite nice. This card is actually quite tricky because you have a lot of cards that when they're banished or anything, they have effects. So you can play this, banish the card, trigger its effect, and then of course in 2 turns you actually draw it. This is actually a pretty nice gold rare on that one. And then we will pull the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. So we both pull Calamity and Abyss in the same pack. Baby Saurus, of course, baby for the dinosaurs, followed by a Torrential Tribute in gold rare. And then an Upstart Goblin. I can always use a lot more of those. I think I only have I don't have that many Upstart Goblins. I think I only maybe have, I know I have one for the binder from the reprints of Spell Ruler. And then I know I have an ultra rare one that I got in one of the legendary boxes, which is currently in one of my decks. I think it's the Dark Magician deck I have it sitting in. So, but I don't have any extra ones, so I could use more of those. So then we have Micro Kotalker, but also I kind of find it weird that these cards are just banged up at the top. Look at that. It's awful. It's like somebody just chewed on it at the top. So, oh well. Number C, Numeron Chaos Gate Sonya, a Numeron card, followed by the Phantom Knights of the Breaksword. Lagia, very good Xyz card. It looks like some of the raisement over here is a little misplacement. That's fine. Like I said, it's just going in the binder. Followed by a Sky Striker Ray. I think this might be one of the moneyer cards because this is a very important Sky Striker card. And then followed by a Phantom Knight, followed by Dragoonity Romulus. And I think I need a Romulus. I might have one floating around here somewhere, one of these random boxes. Because it might have came in the deck Dual Devastator. I know the Dual Devastator had a lot of random cards in it that you were guaranteed to pull. That I was able to go in. Because I only really bought that box because all the arts of the Ghost Sisters. And then it had a bunch of other cards. I'm like, oh, I needed that card. And it's in that set. So it worked out to my advantage. Can't speak. Numeron Gate Trinity. One of those damn Numeron cards. Followed by a Cyframe Driver. And there is IP Masquerena in alt art. This will be my second one because I bought one of these a long time ago because at the time, IP Masquerena was super expensive, except for this one. This one was actually the cheapest of all the IP Masquerenas, and I really needed one for my deck. So this was the first IP Masquerena I bought before I ended up getting another one. I believe I pulled it from Battle of Legends when they reprinted it, or I might have found my hand on another one that was ironically cheaper than usual. But this will be my second one, which I can actually put this in a binder because this will be packed fresh, and it actually looks in really good condition. I would grade it, but it's kind of hard to grade gold rare cards because these edges are just, you can't guarantee them. And Konami has terrible quality control with a lot of things. So yeah, El Dorado out of, so this is an Eldritch Trap. And then Magical Dimensions is our next gold rare out of here, followed by a rare Baguska. I think I only have one of these two, so I could use another one. And then followed by a regular Firewall Dragon. Is that an alt art or is that two different cards? Let me go back to that one. No, they're just alt arts. Just an alt art. Never mind. I'm about to say, I'm just like, is that alt? Did they make two Firewall Dragons the same name? And they look close, but they're not the same? No, it's just an alternate art. Firewall Dragon been driving me nuts in Master Duel because everybody's been OTKing using the MathMech engine on that one. Alistair Multifaker. Actually said that right. Cold Talker. Just a regular Cold Talker. Numeron Calling. I guess if I pull all the Numerons, I make a Numeron deck and piss people off at locals. And then Sky Striker Rose, another solid Sky Striker card. Followed by Invoke Mechaba. So one of the fusion monsters. I don't think that one's the A-hole. I think just the other one's the A-hole. That one might be. Prank Kids, Rockies, and then followed by a Numeron Network. So yeah. If I pull enough Numeron cards, I guess I can make a Numeron deck out of here. That'll be the worst thing for me to possibly do. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of losing at locals. Just go ahead and make a Numeron deck and pray I don't get ashed. But you know what? I think the way you would normally do it is that, you know, you would make it, of course, you would have Kaijus and Lava Golems. So that way, if anything, if your opponent builds a huge board, you can just offer out those things. Break out Numeron Calling and Numeron Wall, some of your Numerons. Possibly have a limited remover if you absolutely need it, but generally if you can wipe their board to give them maybe 1 or 2 monsters, by the time you have 4 Numeron monsters and all their attack points double, you'll clear the board. And then if you summon 4 and they have 2 monsters, hopefully the 2 monsters are under... They're under 3,000 attack points. If you attack with 1, it would double to 2,000. Attack the second, it would double 3. Yeah, you actually need to summon 5, where they would all need to be really, really weak monsters. So that'll be your way around that. I have to think about it and do the math in my head. Like I said, you'll get away with doing that with like 1 singular Lava Golem. Well, really, all you need is 1 monster. Maybe, I don't remember. My math is all types of wrong. It's kind of complicated, but it's either you have enough to where the final blow is a direct attack for 8,000, or you do enough damage that when you kill the monster that you can go ahead and just win the game. Or summon Numeronius, if you can pull that one off, which if you can pull that off, kudos to you. And hope they don't have a Kaiju just to sacrifice it real quick. All right, so we have the Weather Thundery Canvas, followed by the Phantom Knights, so another one of those. Gold Danger Nessie, I have a bunch of these. I know this has been a lot of the danger cards and engines have been coming in a lot of the last year's structure decks. I believe there were some in the Fire King deck. Definitely some in the Fire. No, not the Fire King. The Archfiend, Red Hot Dragon Archfiend deck. So, and then there was definitely some in Dark Worlds. So a lot of the danger cards got reprinted through the dirt. So I have a bunch of these floating around. Number 9, Dryson Sphere, followed by Alistair Mech. So what's my other gold rare? Rescue Cat. Nice. And then what is this? Dragon Mace Hospitality. Not bad, not bad. It's weird because it's like some packs, the gold rares are back to back, and then other ones are like spread out. So I don't know if there's like, if one, unlike other packs where it's spread out, where they're in a particular spot, if they're spread out a certain way, it's like, hey, you're going to get like one of the better ones in the back. But we'll kind of see how that one. So we have another Red Hot Abyss, the Firewall Dragon, Hida, the Fire Charmer. I could use a second one of these. Well, I actually have 3 because this was the Link monster that came in the Fire King deck. So there's a lot of these. Followed by the Weather Painter Snow. This deck is weird. I've never seen anybody win with this deck. So I really have no idea what it really does. Followed by a Regeki. I think I have this Golden Regeki because I think I needed another Regeki a long, long time ago, and I bought this one because it was pretty cheap. And then we have the Secret of the Yao Zing, and then Water Entrances. Was this ice or water? Or the Water Charmer. Man, give me all the Charmers. I can use another dark. I think I only have 1 dark Charmer anyway. I don't recall if they put dark in the tin. I might have pulled another one in the tin, but I know I only have one. Ah, Majesty's Fiend. Is this the one? Neither player can activate monster effects. So this is one of the douchebags. Ah, Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Gastolf, another douchebag. And then another Hita, followed by Fire Formation Tenki. And then Familiar Possessed Lana. I have no idea. This card looks pretty dope, but I don't know what it does. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one face-up Lana, the light charmer you control, and one face-up light monster you control to the graveyard. When summoned this way, you can add one spellcaster monster 1500 defense from the deck to the hand, except Familiar Lana. If you can special summon by its own effect, attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage, which really, this one has 1850, so it's not a whole lot of damage it's doing. Followed by a Giant Rex. And then a Shooting Cold Talker, which I've never seen that card before. I don't even know if it's a decent one, but I've never seen anybody use it, nor have I seen it. So I'm going to say that maybe for particular formats, it's not that good. All right, Prank Kids Pranks. Black Rose Dragon and Gold Rare. And they just off rip. Thank you for that. Another Numeron Gate. Alistair Sinqueal. And a Scrap Synchron as our other Gold Rare. Followed by Prank Kids Weather Washer and Psyframe Zeta. So not a bad box, not a bad box at all. We're gonna move on to the next one. Grab my knife again. Try not to knock my camera over. I probably should just open all of these. Well, usually I would have just opened all these boxes and just hit all the packs, but it's not, this one's not that bad and there's not that many, so. If this was like Legendary Collection that we did earlier, mid last year, where there was 6 packs, the box had 6 packs and the promos and all that other stuff, and there was a bunch of those in the box. Yeah, I would have definitely been like, yeah, we're not opening all of those one by one unless we did a live stream, which I would love to do a live stream of openings. Don't know how many of you guys would like to see that. If you guys would, leave a comment down below. I'm not one to really buy cases like that because cases are stupid expensive, and also there haven't been really any sets that I'm like, I should buy a case of this to get play sets of a lot of powerful cards. But that is something I would like to do in the future, or maybe if it's for the tins or something else smaller that's not going to be super cumbersome and also not super crazy expensive. But if you guys want to see content like that, let me know in the comments. It'd be nice to know, so that way if we could, we can set that up, because we do live stream every week, and then Ego and IB Friction will be taking over the streams a little bit more often this year too, because they have their setups and computers and stuff like that, so they'll be there more often. Another Danger Monster, Danger Bigfoot, nice. Followed by Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon in its alternate art. This one is, the alternate art is kind of subtle, but a very decent Red Eyes card. Prank Kiss Fannies. Followed by Human Show of the Golden Land. So one of the Eldritch Trap cards that you kind of need to have. Next. What I find weird, they reprinted Eldritch and Rarity Collection, but none of the Eldritch Traps. It's like, you kind of need those. Kiss Pranks. Rainbow Neos. I had no idea this card was in here. It would have been nice if it was an Ultra at this point. Trishula. Funny story about Trishula. I was looking for another, I was like, I need Trishula for a deck I was building. It was in the Dual Devastator box, so fortunately I had one, but now I have a second one, but this is going to go in the binder because it's a gold rare. But yeah, this is actually ironic that I'm like, I needed this card and I was looking for it not that long ago. Fortunately, I had a copy and now I have 2. So number 9, Sphere again, followed by alternate art Red Eyes Black Dragon. Very, very, very nice. I mean, it's not my favorite Red Eyes art, but it's a pretty good one. So yeah, so far we're pulling some good stuff out here, followed by a Hot Dragon Archfiend Bane. So we pull all the synchros that you need for what is his damn name? Damn it, I can't remember his name. He's the 5D, the Red Heart Dragon Archfiend guys. His name just left me just that fast. It'll come to me. The second I'm not thinking about it, it'll come to me. But anyway, Cyberhero Omega, the Winter Painter's Thunder, Predator Plant Verti Anaconda. This will be my second one, because this is the only Verti Anaconda that I've had before they got banned. So when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, this card wasn't banned. And of course, I had it for Dragoon as well as for DPE purposes. And then, of course, this card got banned. So now it basically just sits in the sleeve on the side, like it's just chilling because there's nothing I can do with it. So now it's the second one. It's a pack fresh one, so I can just throw that right into a binder. Not bad. Maybe it'll get unbanned one day. Followed by another Winter Painter Snow. This will be the second one of these we pulled out. We've been pretty good at pulling no duplicates in terms of a gold rare. So that's, with that being the first duplicate, I'm actually quite impressed. I think the only thing that'll make this probably good if we pull a Blue Eyes, a Dark Magician, or well, Outlich's alt art is in here, as well as Nightmare Unicorn. So there's the only two other alt arts that we haven't pulled out here yet. So we'll see what happens. Lost World, the Golden Land Forever, the Counter Trap for Outlich, the Phantom Knights of the Breaksword, Trap Trick for the Trap Tricks deck, followed by Conquistador. So there's the other trap card that you need for Outlich for that one, and Numeronius. Oh wow, number IC 1000. Numeronia. Is this the one that gains 2,000 attack points? Yep, this is the one that gains 100,000 attack and defense during your opponent's turn only, and your opponent has to attack this or you lose. Followed by a summoning limit. So that was the last. I'm pulling some hot stuff out of here. That's actually not too bad. All right, fourth box. We got one box after this one. That'll be the last one out of this set. If you guys have been enjoying this opening, make sure you give us a like, and tell us what you think, and tell us what you're expecting to see this year in terms of pulls, because we'll have a bunch more Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack on openings, as well as I'll probably give you guys an update for Lorcana as well, because the third set of Lorcana is supposed to come out in February as well. We'll see how inventory lasts for that one, because set 2 actually had a lot more inventory than anticipated, because those prices dropped real fast. And a lot of the cards in that set really didn't end up costing a lot of money, for the exception of the Enchanted. So we'll see. I don't know if people are losing interest, or they finally kind of stop realizing it's like, hey, you know, stop treating this like a cash grab, because people aren't playing the game like that, or trying to be super competitive because there is no real competitive scene for the game. Or I don't know, maybe they just reprinted it to the dirt and a lot more people are able to get their hands on it. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. I'm guessing that it's just, they just printed so much of it that people were at least able to get their hands on something, to the point where people didn't want to need to you know, try to resell it. Well, they tried to resell it, but then the prices dropped really quickly. But if they got the whole printing thing in terms of getting inventory out there settled for Chapter 3, and a lot of LGS that can get it and sell it at MSRP, that'd actually be really dope. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like I said, nothing is for certain, and it just could be hype died down forward, and it might treat the same as last set, where at first it'll be like sold out, and then maybe like a month later, then it'll become a little more readily available. But Ultimate Toki, followed by Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Oh my god, I hate this card. Playing Dinos. Prank Kids Meow Meow. Another El Dorado. Followed by Elixir of the Black Awakening. And then followed by another gate for Numeron, and Numeron Wall, which is very important, because you need Numeron Wall, to my knowledge, to get Numeron Network out quick. So there's a way of doing that outside of using, what is it, Planeteer Tanks has offered to instantly pull it. I think that was the strat. I think that's the name of that card. Another Vanity's Fiend, followed by another Numeron Gate. Invocation. So we pull the Invoker. So Alistair Invoker's in here too. He's the other gold rare. So we pull one of the invoked fusions. So there'll be time. This will be what we need to make that. So we'll need Alistair Invoker next. Scrap Dragon, followed by Cyberly's Gadget, and Numeron Storm. If you control a Numeronius monster, destroy as many spell or traps your opponent controls as possible. Minimum is 1. And if you do inflict 1,000 points of damage, that, well, it's not great, but it says a Numeronius monster, so I'm assuming that's even. Well, I mean, if you get to see 100 out, it kind of beats the purpose. Really don't need it. Well, I guess because if they have a spell or trap, then they can stop it, because, you know, technically a magic cylinder will. Well, no, because the opponent has to attack it. You can't attack it, because it only gains 100,000 attack points on your opponent's turn, which means your opponent has to attack into it. So, I guess. Alcaster, followed by, here's a duplicate Trishula. So we're starting to see a couple duplicates of the gold rares. Hey, more Trishulas the better. I could use another one. Alistair, another Prank Kids, Bow Wow, and Destiny Hero Plasma and Ultimate Art. We're pulling some of the Ultimate Art God Monsters here. Zeta, and then Washer. Last pack of the 4th box, and then we'll be moving on to the 5th and final box. No sign of a Dark Magician or Blue Eyes, or Outlich, or Unicorn. But, I mean, we pulled quite a few Ultimate Arts, so it's not too bad. Another Numeron. I'm going to have to count the Numerons after the fact and see if I can actually make the Numeron deck. I know I don't have enough networks and magic cards, but I should have enough of the monsters for the extra deck. Curse Outland, so we are pulling the Eldritch cards. So we've gotten like all the traps, the counter spells, and now this continuous spell. Where's Eldritch at? And a Book of Moon, I'll take that. A Book of Moon and Gold Rare. Prank Kids Fancies, and then a Shoe Code Talker. All right, last box. Last 4 packs. Let's get this one going. Let's see if we can pull an Eldritch. I don't need to see, I would love to see Dark Magician or Blue Eyes or Nightmare Unicorn, but since we pulled all the Eldritch spells and traps, let's just see if Eldritch is in here. This display is telling me something. It's saying, hey, you need Eldritch stuff. Even though I already have an alternate art Eldritch from Rarity Collection. I think I pulled that in Collector's Rare. I know I pulled it in Ultra and Regular, and I think Secret or Platinum Secret. I at least have one of them in a higher rarity. I believe it might be Ulti. It's either Ulti or Collectors. I believe it's Collectors. But when I actually build the binder together, I'll actually know for certain, because then I have to see which ones I'm missing and which ones I need to purchase and which ones I didn't get. So we'll see if we get that one. We'll see when that time comes. But I know I at least have one of them in one of the luxury rarities. That's not a secret rare. All right, last 4 packs. We have X-Code Talker, Elixir of the White Destiny, Scrap Golem, Fossil Dig, Black Rose and alternate art. So we pulled both Black Roses, the alternate art and the regular art. Nice. And then another Sky Striker Ray. So there's a duplicate, another Upstart Island. So like I said, I need some more Upstart Goblins. Can never have enough of those. Alrighty. So let's keep moving. Prank Kids Pranks. Another Hita. Another Sphere. Exodia the Forbidden One in Gold Rare. I didn't even remember this being here. I know not all 5 pieces are in here. But I didn't realize that Exodia came in a Gold Rare. I'll take it. And another Regeki. So this will be my 3rd Regeki for the collection, and followed by another one of those, and the Rancho. So last 2 packs. Hey, I don't know, maybe a Dark Magician or a Blue Eyes might be in my future. Who knows? I might have to buy another display of this. If I can get another display for 50 bucks, I might have to crack that open and see if I can pull out of there. White Dragon, Wiseburn. I do need another one of these. I know I have a couple of them, but I don't know where they are. Exodia followed by Blue Eyes White Dragon. Hey. Just see, call your shots. When you're doing your pulls, call your shots. There's a decent chance that if you are confident enough and you call them out and you see a pattern, you'll pull it. And I think that's the same thing happened with Dark Magician. I say Dark Magician Ghost Rare so many times in that video, not expecting to pull it because it's like the hardest thing to pull out of that set. And I pulled it. Only display of Ghost in the Past 1 ever pulled, and it was my 2nd Ghost Rare ever gotten, and it was a Ghost Rare Dark Magician. So, Blue Eyes White Dragon. And this actually looks really, really good. It looks quite well centered, and the gold bordering is quite nice. I might have to see it. And that one, great. I don't know. You might have to grade that one. Followed by Cyframe Gamma. And then there's that, and then another Romulus. Last pack magic. All right, Dark Magician or Eldritch. I kind of hope it's Eldritch, but if it's Dark Magician, I will take that too. Rainbow Neos, another Majesty's Fiend, another Invocation, followed by Scrap Dragon, Cyberlease Game, followed by Soul Eater Overraptor. Not a bad card, especially for the dinos, but not one of them we were looking for. And then Prank Kids that. So we actually pulled some pretty good gold rares out of here. And of course, all these cards are gonna be super thick because these borders are like, just look at this. It's not even flush. They're overly cut, they're fat. But to pull Blue Eyes, Exodia, Black Rose, Plasma, Numeronius, I'm counting him in here. Red Eyes, this is the 2nd treasure lot. Red Eyes Darkness alternate art. Standard Black Rose. Then we have literally a playset of Regekis, which is kind of funny. IP Masquerena and Sky Striker Ray. And I'm not going to count Logia. Logia is a good card, but I'm not going to count it. But yeah, these were the big hits. Of course, bread and butter Sky Strikers, IP Masquerena because IP Masquerena, Black Rose Dragon, Red Eyes, Numeronius, Plasma, Black Rose alternate art, Exodia, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. This display actually came out quite nicely. So we're going to conclude the video here because it's been going on for about 30 minutes. I didn't expect to make it that long. That's also because I refuse to crack open all the boxes and open them up one by one to make it quicker. But if you did like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Be on the lookout for more videos in the future. I think our next opening will probably be Thursday or Friday. Hopefully I get my package from Japan by then. If not, it'll be a different opening. I have a couple things I have yet to crack open that I've been kind of procrastinating for a little while, so we'll get that stuff open on the channel. But like I said, if you like content like this, like, comment, and subscribe. Get us to our next goal of 750 subscribers. Tell us what you want to see in the future. Tell us what your opinions on some of the polls were. And even if you guys want to collaborate, shoot us a message as well. I'm down to collaborate with other content creators as well and work some things out. But in the meantime, this is KingXeph here. No time to explain. Until next time. I'll see you later this week. I'm out.